By now, you've all heard of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0, the latest book published by Mama Jumbo Shrimp. It's more than just another wine book. The fully updated second edition was inspired by students of the Wine Italy International Academy and painstakingly reviewed and revised by an expert panel of certified Italian wine ambassadors from across the globe. The book also includes an edition by Professore Attilio Scienza, Italy's leading vine geneticist. The benchmark producers feature is a particularly important aspect of this revised edition. The selection makes it easier for our readers to get their hands on a bottle of wine that truly represents a particular grape or region. To pick up a copy, just head to Amazon.com or visit us at MamaJumboShrimp.com.
Italian Wine Podcast, a Wine2Wine Business Forum 2021 media partner, is proud to present a series of sessions highlighting the key themes and ideas from the two-day event held on October the 18th and 19th, 2021. This hybrid edition of the Business Forum was jam-packed with the most informed speakers discussing some of the hottest topics in the wine industry today. For more information, please visit wine2wine.net and tune in every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central European Time for more episodes recorded during this latest edition of Wine2Wine Business Forum.
So, good morning, good afternoon to everybody. I am Alessandro Medici and I am a wine producer, a Lambrusco producer. Actually, today I'm going to moderate and to introduce this conference made by Tomislav. We are going to speak about a specific topic, and we are going to speak about Croatian market. And the topic of the speech at the conference is who sells wine in Croatia. Actually, when Stevie Kim asked me to moderate this seminar, she asked me, Alessandro, do you sell wines in your wine in Croatia? And I answered no. We export in more than 70 countries, but we never sold a bottle of wine in Croatia. And she told me, we are going to learn something about the Croatian market. So that's why I'm here. And I'm glad to be here because I'm really curious from the producer side, from the producer point of view, how to approach this market and to know something more about this market. Today, the topic, as I said, is who sells wine in Croatia, and we are here with Tomislav, that is the executive director of Miva and More Torgiva. I said right, more or less. Trigovia.
Which means trade. Miva and More trade. Yeah.
Thank you. That is the leading wine distributor and importer in Croatia. So I think he is the right person to introduce us to this market. That is an important market because they are wine producers. They produce around 130 indigenous grape varieties. And Tomislav will lead us in this virtual travel. So you can start. We have just at the end of this seminar 5-10 minutes of question and answers. So Tomislav, let's proceed.
Thank you, Alessandro. I don't know, do you hear me probably without microphone as well? So I will not do like this. It's an honor to be here, and I'm glad that I can present my country and to tell you a few words about how to sell wines in Croatia and who sells wine in Croatia. But before we come to this part, let me just do a quick introduction about Croatia. I believe all of you know where Croatia is, a neighboring country to Italy, right across the sea. So it's only 3-4 hours driving from here. And it's a land of 1,000 islands. So we have, to be more precise, 1,200. After Greece, we are the second in the number of islands on Mediterranean. So it's a beautiful country, touristic country. Not a big country. It has a population of only 4 million people, with an average salary of $1,100. So not a very rich country yet. We hope we will be one day rich like Italy. But the very, very interesting thing about Croatia is that even on such a small area, it's very versatile. So we have, as I said, 1,000 islands, we have mountains, we have flat area. Everything is reachable within a few hours of driving. So very nice country to live in. We are best known for sports. As you probably know, our football team was the second on the World Cup 2018. You all heard of Goran Ivanišević or Dražen Petrović or Toni Kukoc or some other famous Croatian sport players. And we are known for tourism. 20 million people comes every year to Croatia. I told you that population of Croatia is 4 million people. So you can imagine when 20 million people come, we depend on tourism. Tourism makes 20% of total GDP in Croatia. So we are a very touristic country, which sometimes it's not good. Like in previous year when there was no tourism, you can imagine that it was a pretty difficult year for all the world, of course, but especially for the countries that rely on tourism. Croatia is also a winemaking country, so not many people know that, as Alessandro said, there are 130 indigenous grape varieties in Croatia. Of course, not all of them are in commercial use. Some of them are only a few vineyards, but let's say 20 or 30 of them are widely produced and selling on Croatian market. 20,000 hectares under vineyards, which is also not a big number. It is like half the size of Champagne. But the interesting thing is that all of Croatia, or almost all Croatia, is under the vineyards. You can find them in every region except this small gray part in the middle where are the mountains. This is where you will not find vineyards. But other than that, in every district, there are some winemaking. So very versatile here as well. Many different varieties, many different types of wines, many different climates. So on the coast, it's very hot and warm. Inland it's much cooler. There is a part a little bit above this gray area, which is called Croatian Champagne. At least we call it so because it's known for sparkling wines. So yeah, many different types of wines. Wine is being produced here for more than 2,500 years. Some of the most popular grape varieties that you can find in Croatia, I mentioned here, are Graševina, Malvazija, Istriana, Pošip, Debit, and Žlahtina when it comes to whites. And these are the ones in reds, Plavac, Mali, Franko, Kateran. Graševina is the most widely planted grape variety. Actually, it's not indigenous. We don't know if it is the same variety as Welsh Riesling or Riesling Italico. So we are not sure if it is Croatian or does it come from some other country, but it is the most widely planted variety in Croatia. When it comes to reds, Plavac Mali is the most planted one, and it is best known for the fact that one of his parents was Crljenak Kaštelanski, or it's the synonym for Primitivo or for Zinfandel. So also not many people know that Primitivo and Zinfandel are actually original Croatian varieties, Crljenak Kaštelanski or Tribidrak, what is also called there. When it comes to export-import, we are more importing country than exporting. Producers in Croatia are not the big ones. Average producer produces like 100,000 bottles. So most of that we can sell in our own country, especially knowing that tourism is so strong and many people come to our coast. They like to try local wines. So most of it we sell in our country. But we also export to Bosnia, Germany, United States, but also many other countries. When it comes to import, we import 5 times more than we export. As you can see, 2,500,000 hectoliters. Half of that is in 0.75 bottles. The rest is imported as a bulk wine, mostly from North Macedonia, Plavac, Vranac grape variety, and so on. This is one interesting chart that I found on the internet, and it shows wine consumption in Croatia. It looks like we drink really a lot. We are on the top of the world after the Pope and Andorra, which are very small countries. Yeah, Croatia is here, stands pretty good. This is the chart that is 3 or 4 years old, but I believe it's still pretty much the same. We didn't stop drinking, don't worry. So, who sells wine in Croatia? This is the part that is related to the topic of my presentation. Horeca business. So there are 5,500 restaurants. 10 of them have a Michelin star. This is from this year. This year we earned 3 more stars. We had 7 until this year, and now 10 Michelin star restaurants, which for such a small country is, I believe, a good achievement. 800 hotels. Of course, there are special wine shops and wine bars. And most of the wine is sold through supermarkets. There are some international supermarkets present in Croatia, like Spar and Kaufland, Lidl, Metro. They sell a lot of wine. And also Konzum, here being the leader. It's a Croatian supermarket chain with over 600 shops. So they are the biggest supermarket chain in Croatia. Last year, they sold, actually in last 12 months, they sold more than 2 million bottles. 2 million bottles, and most of it is Croatian wines. 75% they sell Croatian wines. But of course, there are some imported wines as well. Similar situation is in Metro, but Metro has much less shops. They have 10 shops all across Croatia. They are interesting because they work with restaurants. So not only that the regular customers buying there, but many restaurants buy fish, some food, and also wines in Metro. Metro is a big player. And here I put Vrutac. Vrutac is not actually a supermarket. It is a chain of shops. All of them are in Zagreb. And they are synonym for the buying wines, because they have in their offer like 2,500 different labels. They are always trying to get the best price, so they are in the eyes of consumer in Zagreb. For now, they are only in Zagreb. Whenever you want to buy wine for some party, for something, you go to Vrutac, because there is a big selection and there is the best prices. So they have 7 shops, but actually one of these shops, I think, is making 80% of the total sale. It is the biggest one. It is the oldest one, and they import a lot. And they, as you can see, percentage of Croatian wines in Vrutac is much smaller than in the other shops, because they import many wines. Usually these are cheaper wines, but also they have some more expensive ones. When it comes to wholesale, the wholesale companies that sells wine in Croatia, I divided them into 3 categories. These are big wholesales of beverages, then special wine wholesales, and small wine companies. Big wholesales are the companies that, other than wine, which is actually not their first choice, they sell beer, they sell water, juices, Coca-Cola, I don't know, everything. They sell everything to the restaurants and to the cafe bars. Among that, also selling wines. As you can see here, the biggest one is Rotodynamic. It was a part of, together with Konzum. This was like big company Agrokor. There were some problems. This company doesn't exist anymore, but these companies that were under it still work under some. I will not go into the details, but the Rotodynamic was a sister company to Konzum. As you can see, they have 600 employees, and they had a turnover of 150 million euros in 2019. These are the numbers from 2019, because it was the last reference year. We all know that last year the numbers were not realistic. Also, some other companies. These three of them are from Zagreb, and Bakom Trgovina is on the coast. It is the biggest coastal wholesale distributor. Then we have special wine wholesales. Here, my company, Miva and Mohor, the company I work for, Miva and Mohor, is the leading one with 36 employees and 15 million euros of turnover in 2019. And then there are some other companies such as Vivat, Acrobat, Atrox, Nevergreen, who also do a good job in terms of selling wines in Croatia. And there we have small wine companies with one or two employees that make less than 1 million euro. But these are the companies that are actually very good choice for somebody who is entering the market, and it's not a world famous brand, because I believe companies like this will put more effort in placing your wine. They will have more time. For example, we have 1,200 labels, different labels in our portfolio. So whenever we add a new wine to our portfolio, we cannot push it as strong as these small companies will do it.
Italian Wine Podcast, part of the Mama Jumbo Shrimp family.
This is Miva, like 20 years ago. You all have to start from something. So you start a small company, you find a few brands that you sell, and then you offer them much more than probably Roto will just, you will be a name on the list. So let me present my company also in a few words. These are actually two companies, Miva and Mohor Trgovina, two sister companies, but in reality it is one company. Everybody knows us as Miva and Mohor, established in 1996. This year we are celebrating 25 years. 36 employees, as I said, 15 million euros of turnover in 2019. 90%, most of our turnover of our sales is on wholesale. So to the restaurants, to the hotels, to the supermarkets, we supply all of these supermarkets that I shown you. Metro, Consum, Spar, they are all our buyers. Rutak as well. And then we have two wine shops in Zagreb and one wine shop we are opening these days in Dubrovnik. This is the first time that we are spreading our business outside of Zagreb. So we are opening one shop in Dubrovnik. And we also have one bistro wine bar, which sells more than 60 wines by the glass. We are importers of Le Verde Vin system. I don't know if you heard, this is the preservation system for the wine. So we can everything that we have, we open by the glass. So it's very popular during the lunch. Many people come there and for a quick lunch and a glass of wine. And of course, we have a web shop, which is increasing in numbers due to COVID. People are buying more and more over the internet. So we make a good turnover there as well. These are some of the brands that we represent. We are mostly focused on Croatian wines. We started as a Croatian wine company, but since 2009, we are importers of Moet Hennessy portfolio, of all of their brands, Moet Chandon, Veuve Clicquot, Dom Perignon, Hennessy, Belvedere Vodka, and so on. And that actually took our company to totally another level. Here we increased in numbers. So that's why now we are like 50-50 between Croatian wines and imported wines. Moet Hennessy is a big part of our portfolio. Also, we import Riedel glasses for the last 17 years to Croatia. and many other brands such as Fever Tree Tonics, Villa Sandi, Prosecco, Planeta wines from Sicily, Marciano Albona, Donatella Cinelli Colombini, and many, many others. This is one of our wine shops in Zagreb. This is where our headquarters are. So in this year, 2021, we sold 750,000 bottles in 2021. A little bit more than half of it is Croatian wines. And here I took some numbers just to get the insight, the view. We sold in this year 75,000 bottles of Prosecco and 28,000 bottles of Moet Chandon Brut Imperial 075. So this one label, we sold 28,000 bottles this year. So how to enter Croatian market? Pretty much no big secrets like any other market. You can meet your potential partners on fairs, whether it's a fair in Croatia, which also is open to foreign wine producers, or ProWine or Wine Italy or wherever, with emails or phone calls. I personally get like 3-4 emails a day for potential partnership. I have to be honest, sometimes I don't reply all of them because it's too many of them. Maybe, I don't know, if I try to find a partner, I would also, first thing I would do is to send email. But maybe a phone call would be a better idea, and then email with short introduction. But the best thing is a personal recommendation. For example, Stevie recommended Alessandro to moderate this presentation. His chances are bigger that we will work together. So you should a personal contact and personal recommendation is always the best way to start something. As I said before, it's not that I don't reply to emails because I don't want to, or we are at this moment maybe a little bit. We have too much labels in our portfolio. Croatia is a small country. We cannot sell all that. When it comes to that we need something, usually I go to the winemakers I think that I will need, or to regions. I wanted to cover all the regions in our portfolio, to have 1 or 2 winemakers from Bordeaux, from Burgundy, from Rioja, from Piemonte, from Tuscany. So basically, here we are at the moment, have all. We don't have Labrusco. To make a long story short, the best thing is if you have somebody to recommend you, or if not, be persistent, but don't be boring. To increase your sale, once you are in, once you founded a distributor, first thing we do is to invite a representative of the winery that we started to work with, and we organize a tasting for our sales team. We have 5 people working in our sales team on the field with restaurants, and of course the people who work in our wine shops. So all of us sit on a tasting, and the winery representative presents his wines himself. I mean, it's also, I believe, like in any other market, no big secrets here. Market visits, sometimes it's good to go to the restaurants directly together with our sales team, so the restaurants can know who stands behind this wine. So if you meet them, give them a bottle for the waiters or something, it's always a good tool. Samples, POS material, this is also something that our customers ask from us, so this is what we ask from the wineries. Also some maybe marketing budget for some activities. Again, pretty much the same as in every other market. And the best thing, what shows to be the best for us, is the customer visits to the winery. So we organize our best customers, best buyers of some wine. For example, Villa Sandi. As I told you, we sell 75,000 of bottles. Some big hotel chains are buying this Prosecco and serving to their customers. Next month, 10 people from Sunčani Hvar or from this hotel chain will visit Villa Sandi, and we do it every year. This is something that will put much stronger, that will make this partnership much stronger, because once their people, they see the winery, they see the castle, they see the palace actually, and they meet the owner, for sure, first thing that comes to their mind when it comes to recommendation of a wine to their customers will be Villa Sandi. This is the experience that you will remember, and this is something which shows best. And the last but not the least, it's patience. Nothing comes overnight. Every new brand on the market takes 2, 3, 5 years to get some numbers. So even the strong brands in first year will not gain a big sale. Again, back to Villa Sandi, we started 15 years ago. In first year, we were selling one pallet. People didn't even know about Prosecco back then in Croatia. So little by little, we came to 75,000 bottles in 15 years. So if you enter Croatian market, or when you enter Croatian market, don't be impatient. Don't ask, can you order more? Can you order more? Because usually some of the brands that we import in first year, this is less than 1,000 bottles. So you have to be prepared that maybe you will sell only one pallet in the first year. Then, if the wine is good, if you have a good distributor, if you are doing a good job, the numbers will increase, and you will be happy after 3, 4, 5 years. Basically, this is it. Just a short few informations about situation after COVID in Croatia. As I said, we depend on tourism, so last year was critical, but this year was above all the expectations. So many numbers reached 2019. We had a very good summer season, so things are getting back to normal. Regarding COVID in Croatia, now the situation is not very good, but everybody had a chance to vaccinate. So who wanted, they vaccinated. Who didn't, they will not. I think 55% is the percentage of vaccinated people in Croatia. Yeah, but the life goes on. In terms of wine business, of course, also like everywhere else in the world, web shops boomed, and the web sale increased a lot. For example, Miva and Mohor, we sold 80% more in 2021 in compared to the same period of last year. Last year was also COVID, but once it goes up, now it really goes in the big numbers. And also increased sales through supermarkets. People are buying wines in supermarket, drinking at home, organizing private parties more than they go to the restaurants. Okay, now the restaurants are opened again, so this life also is getting back to normal. But during COVID, supermarkets were doing a really good job. And that's it. Here are my contacts. My email address, my company, and my Instagram, if you want to take a look at it.
So Tomislav, thank you very much. Now we have time for question and answers. I think you did a very clear and synthetic. You gave us a very clear picture of your market. I actually have 2 questions. The first one is, are there any, because you work with very important brands, so I think you could, and you can give us a specific picture on that. Are there particular trends on, I don't know, red still wine, sparkling wines, white still wines? What did you see in these years?
Yeah, in the last few years, there is a big trend for sparkling wines and rosé wines. These are the two categories that goes up a lot. Both cheaper sparkling wines as Prosecco, but also the champagnes are going up. People are becoming aware that champagne or sparkling wine is not just a wine that you open in New Year's Eve, but also you can have it nicely combined with your meal or as an aperitif or in any other occasion. Also, rosé is getting more and more popular, and I would say that sweet wines are decreasing; they are going down. This is like, and in terms of white reds, I think Croatia is more a white wine country because of the summer season. It's pretty hot. Many tourists drink wine on the coast, and when it's 35 degrees outside, you will rather drink white wine than heavy red.
And the second question is, considering the success of Prosecco that you had in the last years with Villa Sandi, do you see a good potential for other varieties, Italian varieties? I mean, do you see a potential for Italian wine in your market, in your country?
Yeah. As I said, Italy, France, and of course Spain. These are the countries that import the most. In Croatia, there are many Italian wine lovers in Croatia. Actually, one of them was supposed to be today with me here, but canceled. He couldn't. Similar to Croatia, we are neighboring countries, so similar to Croatia, you have many different varieties, and wine culture in Croatia is also increasing. So people like to get to know new varieties. They want to taste Primitivo or Amarone or some other types of wine. This is where I see potential. So not maybe for Cabernet Sauvignon from Italy, but for some good Fiano or some not so well-known variety that is native to Italy, I think people will like it more and more. For example, we import Planeta. I would say that we maybe sell more of Planeta Cometa, which is made of Fiano, than Planeta Chardonnay, which is their most known wine, because people know Chardonnay from all around the world, but they want to see what is Fiano, what kind of wine is it.
So indigenous varieties.
Yeah.
Okay. And there are any Italian restaurants in Croatia, because it's something that helps
yes,
to sell Italian wine.
There are not many, but there are a few. One of them is actually one of the most popular restaurants in Zagreb. It's called Carpaccio, and they were, even during the COVID, only with the terrace, they were doing a fantastic job. They were full all the time.
Perfect. Do you have any question for Tomislav?
Hi, my name is Marcello. I own a digital platform selling fine wines all over the world. So we are specialized in long life and expensive wines. I was wondering whether is there any opportunity, even for distributors who sell, I would say, wines which they lack in availability in this market. So, is there any opportunity, and which would be the best way to proceed?
I didn't understand. The opportunities for the Croatian winemakers to sell over your platform?
No, for my platform to sell, to access to this market.
I don't see why not. So you need actually distributor, or you send wine via post when somebody buys over the platform. Or?
We usually sell directly to the consumer.
Okay.
But we have never get any order from Croatia. So probably we don't have the visibility. We don't have the. So there are also other countries. For example, United States. We use import channel to sell.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering if, for example, you or your company would be interested in treating this kind of very special wine, highly rewarded by international critics, and small and big realities.
We'll talk.
Okay.
But regarding your that you didn't sell the bottle, I don't know what kind of marketing activities did you do there. how did you expect people to hear about your platform?
Usually we are, I would say, ranked on Google, and so who looks for this wine, they found us. Or on the other side, we have, of course, our customer portfolio, and they look for our products. And so how it works in your country is all made locally, or for example, people order directly from some wines abroad.
Well, usually they buy locally what they can find locally,
Okay.
but some of the wines that you sell, I assume they are not available on Croatian market.
Yeah.
So if somebody search for that specific wine, he would contact you directly. But then we have I don't know how much is the post the post cost for this, and maybe this is something that moves people away. I don't know. I also didn't know about the platform, so it's hard for me to tell like that, but we can talk. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions?
My name is Monika Zakrzewska. I would like to ask you, how did COVID change the habits of wine consumers in Croatia, actually? Did you notice some changes, some opening or new tendencies?
Yeah, they drink more.
Which is great.
They drink more.
You said more whites and rosé.
But this I didn't notice. Now that this COVID, I will drink rather white than red. I believe that what did they like before COVID, they still stick to the same. But I think they drink more. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
We will catch Andorra on the.
Yeah, you will get Vatican City soon.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your attention and for coming here.
Thank you.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, cin cin.